That's when you snooze, you lose. We have to get this call started. You guys, like I said, I'm always so excited. I don't usually get to do a Tuesday, so I'm really privileged to be here on a Tuesday. We're going to be turning it up on this Tuesday, I can tell you that much. But you know what? I'm going to move myself out of the way so we can get this young gentleman on the phone who is an expert in this field. He's been associated, with lots of the leading companies. He's been a consultant to network marketer, six-figure earner, just a dynamite in the business. It's wonderful to have him as my mentor, as my guy, as my superstar, Mr. Thaddeus T. Morrell. Have you made it to the line?
I am here, Nikisha. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you clear as a bell. Take it away.
All right. Thank you so much, Nikisha. Appreciate the energy, the passion, and thank you so much for that awesome introduction. And like you said, we have an amazing call lined up tonight, and so glad to have you here on a Tuesday. Normally you help out on a Thursday call, but you're rocking it with us this week on the Tuesday call. So, and the Thursday, by the way, don't think you're getting away out of the Thursday, Nikisha. We got you on Thursday too. So, looking forward to it. Looking forward to the double duty there. And, yes, we have an amazing testimony from Oakland, California. Folks, you do not want to miss this call. Like Nikisha said, send out those last-minute texts and invite your guests. Well, folks, just for you brand-new people, and I say this every call, we have a solid company here. We have a 12-year-old company celebrating their 12th year here with Team Effort International. Our sister division is just doing amazing. Exploding in Asia, the Philippines, and we're bringing in 10 to those arenas as well. But with our sister division, folks, we have close to 500,000 distributors, close to 20 millionaires. We're debt-free, never miss the checks, and we got people making a lot of money in our sister division. Well, with our new division, and I just got an update earlier today, and I got to pull it out. I was speaking to corporate, and one of the owners, Amy Gill, and just the excitement, folks, behind Dubai and Japan. I think we got 2 new Founders Club achievers in Japan in the last 48 hours. Folks, we cannot let Japan and these other countries outdo us here in the U.S., so I'm putting the challenge out. Let's go to work, and let's not let the Asian countries blow us away because it looks like they are simply on fire. But that's just a true testament to our products and the results and this compensation plan. That's all it is. So, I think we just launched in Japan, and Mel and Dad Sam came from over there. And I know the stories are just, exciting, and I haven't caught up with them yet. But, folks, we got so much momentum going on here with 10. And what I want to do right now is turn this call back to Nikisha, and I want her to break down these 5 amazing sprays. Nikisha, back to you. She's probably unmuting.
Sorry about that. I was trying to take myself off of mute. I'm always writing down notes, Mr. T. Anyways, you guys, these products are really amazing. And you know what's so great about it is that it's not just us saying it. We could sit up here all day long and tell you how great these products are and all the things that they've done for us. But I can tell you something right now, guys. There is Facebook pages dedicated to all the testimonials that people are experiencing with these sprays. So when I tell you this is an amazing opportunity, I mean just that, because here's what's going on. There's a paradigm shift, guys. Every once in a lifetime, there's something that comes along that just changes the way we do business. For example, we used to listen to cassettes when I was younger, maybe 8-track players or records, depending on your age. And then, we got the CD, and that was so revolutionary. And now we have digital media, and most people don't even know. In fact, my kids picked up a cassette player, and they're like, what is this? I don't know. Why do you guys have these kind of things? Don't you just get your music on the internet? And that's what's happening now, because here's the key. It's 98% absorption is what we're going to be talking about today. And why do you care about that? Why is that important to you? Because have you ever taken a pill and never really seen, okay, it said it was supposed to do this, but I don't feel anything? That's because your body only absorbs about 20% of what's in a pill, but it absorbs 98% of what's in one of these oral sprays. And that's what the difference is. When you start to give the body the key ingredients that it needs, it goes right to where it needs to go, and you start to cure yourself from the end. Now, I'm going to go ahead and preface this. I'm not a doctor. doctor, and I'm not going to make any medical claims. Everything that I'm telling you right now is based on the science that's out there with these vitamins and based on testimonies, just like Bella, that you're going to hear today about all the phenomenal results that we have. So we have 5 products for right now, but let me tell you something. We just launched in February, so there's going to be more sprays and there's going to be more opportunities to change people's lives from the beginning. Our first spray that we have is our D-Power, and I believe, right, Mr. T, last month, this was the #1 selling spray was our D-Power. And you know why? Because over 100 million Americans are vitamin D deficient. We're staying inside. Even when you do go outside, you're going into the shade, you're getting in your car. We just don't absorb enough vitamin D. And that comes out in so many different ways. Cancer. Why is the American Cancer Society recommending large doses of vitamin D when you've been diagnosed with cancer? Because vitamin D is a hormone that controls the life and death cycle of your cells, and when they don't die, they become cancerous. So that's huge right now. They found that if you take enough vitamin D in your body, that you are 10 times less likely to get cancer, breast cancer. That's huge, guys. You could actually eradicate some of these diseases that we have. And again, this is just based on the studies that have been around for 10, 20 years out there. There's tons of pages that you can see about all the things that happen. Schizophrenia, influenza. You ever wonder why you always get sick in the wintertime? There you go. Because you're not outside in the sun, because there is no sun, because it's the wintertime. And so you're staying indoors, you're bundling up, and the body doesn't get enough vitamin D, and that's what's also causing influenza. There's so many other things. High blood pressure, diabetes. One of my favorite testimonies is Pastor Denise. She was given the option of getting a lung transplant or being on oxygen for the rest of her life. But just getting her vitamin D levels up, she's off her oxygen, surgery's off the table, and she's been breathing healthy and happy for at least a year and a half now. So you guys, these sprays are really changing people's lives because, again, giving the body what it needs, and you have that high absorption, so you're not wasting anything. The next spray that we have is our Slim by 10, and I have to tell you, Mr. T, I can't even tell you the testimonies of people that we have on here who have had such phenomenal results with this product. I mean, people just losing extreme amount of weight. And the one that I thought was probably one of the most powerful is people with thyroid problems. They're losing weight. And if you have a thyroid problem, you should know it's very difficult to lose weight. And why is that? Because we have these key ingredients like Garcinia cambogia, African mango, green tea, coffee tea, extract, all these great things. But the Garcinia cambogia is my favorite because it does something that you ladies will definitely appreciate. It blocks fat from being absorbed into the body and uses that fat as fuel for the muscle. Yeah, I'm just going to pause because I know I talk fast, and I want you to let that soak in. It is blocking fat from being produced into your body, being stored in your body, and using that as fuel for your muscles. Thing 3, we'll just throw that in there, it's not even letting you store fat. So that's why we're seeing such phenomenal results. I mean, people losing 10 pounds in the first 7 days. I mean, just tremendous. And they're not even changing their diet and exercise. Of course, you should be eating right and exercising, but they're seeing results even without doing that because they just feel better. And I think because all these products work together, they have such amazing synergy that when you put them all together, you just feel better. You feel more active. You don't want to eat that kind of stuff anymore because it just kind of takes away those cravings. Man, Mr. T, you got me on a roll. Next product we have is our Super 10 spray. And I love this spray because, first of all, it's got 10 antioxidants, which are great, fighting those free radicals, gives you optimal health. But for me, my personal testimony was I have really bad acid reflux, or at least I used to. And I mean, it would get so bad. I remember one time we were in Vegas and I had to have my husband run all the way to the 7-Eleven to go get me some milk because I couldn't sleep anymore because it was just, TMI, but it was just coming back up on me. And so anyone who's ever lived with acid reflux, it's just a part of your daily life. You always have Tums on hand. You always have these things close to you. But now with my Super 10 spray, I have no more digestive problems. And that is huge because these antioxidants are helping to fight inflammation in your body. They're helping you with your digestive problems. So many people. And this is another reason why I didn't even absorb the 20% of what was in a pill because I didn't have a very good digestive tract. It wasn't able to grab those nutrients. Now taking my Super 10 spray, it's just clean as a whistle. And that's all I'm going to say about that because that is huge for me and how it's changed my life. And there's just so many other things associated with getting all of this good stuff into the body and having your body work at its optimal health. The next spray we have is our B Boost, and this has B3, B6, and B12 in it. And one of the great things that I love about this is we've been hearing so many testimonies about people who have had cognitive problems, Alzheimer's, things that have involved memory, and they are now remembering. One of the testimonies I love so much This lady, I can't remember her name right now, but her mom has Alzheimer's, been going downhill, and couldn't even write her name on her own checks, couldn't even write her own name. Started taking the sprays. Within a week, she was able to navigate from church back to her house without any help or any assistance. You guys, that's what I'm telling you why it's so mind-blowing, is because, she didn't increase the kind of pills that she was taking. She just gave the body what it was lacking. And B12 is great from optimal health. It helps give you healthy red blood cells. If you have that numbness and tingling in your fingers, B12 is great for that. If you have low iron, B12 is great for that. So there's just so many things that are happening with these sprays, and people are taking them, and you don't know which ingredient is really the one that's saying, bang, this is what's giving it to you. But people are taking all of them, and they are seeing such tremendous improvements in their health. And then to top it on that, we have those, I said those 4 first because those are our first 4. Now we have our brand new spray. And let me tell you something. What's so exciting about this is the first time in history ever that glutathione has been ever able to be in spray form. That means that we have the one and only glutathione spray. And if you don't know what glutathione is, don't worry. I didn't know what it was either. But basically, it's the antioxidant that's at the cellular level. And you get enough glutathione in the cells, now your cells are working at optimal potential. And I think, what was it? Like within a couple of years, you could actually have all new, younger cells in your body. Absolutely transformative. And let me tell you something, guys. This is the product that is literally, we had a lady on here the other day. Man, I got to get better with everybody's names, but there's so many testimonies. Sometimes I can't even keep them all straight. Her son was diagnosed with autism at 18 and now is having oh my gosh, her testimony was just absolutely moving about the results that he's had, and he's been able to articulate his thoughts, and he's been able to talk to people, and that's from taking the Cell Energy Spray. And he says he doesn't go anywhere without these sprays. So you guys, what I'm trying to tell you is that you are now going to be able to give the body what it needs, and you're going to see it do such amazing things. And on top of that, you can get paid, and Mr. T is going to show you how. So back to you, Mr. T.
Thank you so much, Nikisha, folks, one of our great leaders out in the California West Coast region. Thank you so much for taking your time on a Tuesday and sharing this exciting stuff with us. And the Cell Energy, amazing. And then you talked about the B12, and I think one of the things you said, Nikisha, that really jumped out, and it'll help segue to our amazing testimony, is that we're just giving the body what it needs. You know what I mean? And in the highest grade format with the highest grade ingredients, and people are experiencing amazing results. Again, Nikisha, thank you so much. Look forward to hearing you again on Thursday. Next up, folks, our testimony of the night is none other than Miss Belva Porter. Had the privilege of speaking to her earlier today out of Oakland, California. Folks, buckle your seatbelts, take some notes. You definitely want to share this testimony with everyone that you know. And again, we're not making any medical claims. I want to make that very clear. We're not saying this will help cure and all that type of stuff. You know the rest of the disclaimer. But we're just sharing with you some of the results of, that people are experiencing with our spray. So, Belva, why don't you come to the line and share with us your amazing testimony and the excitement here about our products?
Thank you so much, Nikisha and Mr. T. My story begins in 2008. And at that time, I was due to have surgery, and the doctor told me I had a little iron deficiency. I was a little anemic. And I remember thinking, okay, he said, Belva, I'm going to prescribe you some pills. You should be good as gold. I had my surgery. And from 2008 to 2012, I progressively got worse. My iron levels did not go back up. My joints, I was just I couldn't remember anything. My body was exhausted. I have to start this by saying, too, I was a certified dietary manager. I often would work 13, 14 hours a day, sometimes 13, 14 days in a row. And so I would work excessively. And so my body was just worn out. And so at this point, once I got to 2010, 2012, I was exhausted. I would often have people come with me as I walk throughout the building at work, just to help me, because if someone walked up to me and said something, I often couldn't remember what they said. If I got on the phone and had a whole conversation, once I hung up, I couldn't remember what was said. I would have heart palpitations. My body, I can feel at times, my body felt as if it was shutting down. In 2012, I remember I was so excited. I decided to leave during daylight hours rather than working from sun up to sundown. I decided to leave work early. And I remember it was a sunny day, about 3 o'clock. And I live about 7 minutes away from my work at that time. And I remember being so excited, jumping on the freeway, jumping off the freeway. And as I got off the freeway, turned a corner, I remember as I was driving, I didn't remember my way home. And I'm sitting there with every stop sign, a nervous wreck. I could not remember how to get home. And I remember just praying as I got, just driving slow, thinking, oh, God, I don't want to hold up traffic. I didn't want anyone to honk at me because I knew loud noises would scare me so much during that time. And I just remember every stop sign, and I just pray. And a 7-minute ride took me 20 minutes to get in front of this place that looked familiar to me. I wasn't sure. I remember thinking in my head, if this is not where I live, I'm going to have to call somebody. But in retrospect, I think about, who do you call to say, where do I live? What's my address? And I remember sitting in front of this house and just staring. It's a narrow street. I'm on the wrong side of the street. And I'm sitting there trying to figure out, do I live here? And I remember standing at the front door, and it didn't look familiar to me. And I remember just sitting there. And as I sat there, I looked, and I'm praying. I'm looking at my visor, and there was a garage door opener. And I pressed it, and the garage door flew up. And I remember thinking, no wonder, trying to make sense out of nonsense, I should have recognized the house. But the garage door flew up. I went on in, and I remember sitting down thinking, who would I have called? Who can I tell that I didn't even know my way home? And I'll tell you, in August of 2012, I had no inclination I was going to do this. I just walked into work one day and quit. I just had it. I was just exhausted. And that even started more so of a downward spiral. I have to tell you, before I quit my job, I remember getting my iron levels. My iron levels, they said a normal woman would be between 12 and 18. I was a 6. And so if we keep going, 2013, December, I remember reaching up to comb my hair. And there was, in the center of there was no hair there. I called my family to come and look. My hair, it was bald. My scalp clean. And I remember thinking, oh my God, I started wearing hair pieces. My hair was breaking off so much to the point the hair pieces wouldn't even stay on. I started wearing hats. I remember in 2000, maybe February, March, it was so sad to me that my daughter, she would come out of her room and she would knock on the walls as she walked from her bedroom to my bedroom just to let me know she was coming, because I would get so startled when I saw her because I forgot she was in the house. This journey, I tell you, is something else. I remember in May, going to attend meetings with Don Joseph, who I call Don J, Ray Hall, Pastor Cobb, Nikisha Milford. And I remember, I don't really even remember everything that was said. I just remember Don J. offering me vitamin B. He gave me 3 squirts of vitamin B. And I remember feeling like a little tingle, maybe in my nose, just a little bit. Went on home and went to sleep. And I woke up about 1 o'clock in the morning. What I thought was somebody shaking my bed. Now, I'm too afraid to move my body. And my eyes are open, and I'm trying to look around the room. It's nobody there. I realize the shaking is internal. It's my brain. It felt as if my brain was like a pancake, and it was quivering. It was like it was flipping. And I remember thinking, what is this? And thinking the only thing I had done different was got those 3 shots of vitamin B. Now, I remember just thinking all through the night, wow, this is something. I felt so good when I woke up in the morning. I thought, wow. I mean, this had been years of not, that was from 3 sprays. And I remember as time went on, we got into business. Our upline, Ray Hall, love her so much. I just remembered not being able to go for walks, not being able to, just being startled at the smallest noise, not loving to coupon, not being able to coupon. Once we got into business, got the sprays, it wasn't even a point of just walking a mile. I remember my daughter, we started walking up hills. We started hiking, walking, having a good time, heart not racing. Now I'm working full time. I was telling Mr. T how I get up at 4, how I leave my house at 4:45 a.m. I'm usually sitting at my desk at 5:30 a.m. I am flying around this hospital. They even laugh at me because I wear like long sweaters, and my sweaters are like blowing in the wind. There's no wind in there. It's just me walking so fast. Just feeling so good. Once I get off of work, sometimes I sit 2 hours in traffic. I'll actually go to a mall, park my car as far as I can get it away from the mall, and walk around the mall, walk on the outside of the mall, come back home, and then do it all over again. These sprays have saved my life. I was thinking today, I don't know what would have happened. From my heart racing, from no hair to, just being so out of sorts. And I was saying earlier that I talked to one of our dietitians at the facility that I work, and I was telling her my testimony, and she said, Belva, you are right on point, because she worked for years at a mental facility. And they actually admitted a young lady who they thought that she was crazy, needed some help, and they admitted her. And they decided to do a lot of tests on her, and they found out that she was totally depleted of vitamin B. Once they started giving her vitamin B at that time in pill form, how she was released, and she was perfectly normal. This is why I'm so grateful, because had it not been for God, for Mel and Amy with little Gigi, who they wanted to help her, who these sprays will help millions eventually. Had it not been for I don't know where I would be. I have my life back. I can hang out with my kids. I have adult kids. I can hang out with my children. I live up 24 stairs. I don't have to stop and sit on the stair like I used to and just catch my breath and sometimes half crawl up the stairs. I don't have to do that anymore. I have my life back. I'm just grateful.
Wow. Wow. Wow, Belva, amazing testimony. I appreciate you sharing that with us, man. I tell you, just hearing what you shared with me earlier and then tonight, and, you sharing about how you didn't have any hair, your hair fell out, and now you have your hair back, and, oh, man, that's just amazing, folks. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for coming on the line tonight, Belva, and sharing that amazing testimony with us. Yes, thank you. Folks, I'm going to talk a little bit about the money, even though I don't have to right now, because after hearing something like that and hearing about our sprays, I know we got some brand new people saying, Mr. T, I'm ready to sign up now. But I'm going to just take about 2-3 minutes here and quickly go over our compensation plan, because this is the Show Me the Money call. Real quick, there's over 10 ways to get paid with this amazing opportunity. I'm not going to go over each way to get paid, but I can tell you the retail portion, which is very important. We have people making $300, $100, $500 to $1,000, up to $10,000 a month just retailing our sprays. Why? Because of how they work and how effective they are. And, you're hearing testimonies and results like the testimonies that we're getting from California. And I tell you, this is 2 weeks in a row where we've had some amazing testimonials from the California region. I want to thank Nikisha for referencing those individuals. But, folks, the retail portion, don't sleep on that part of our compensation plan. We have fast start bonuses up to $50 for diamond packs. We have team builder bonuses. It's a infinity bonus that you can earn down to the next team builder, and that's $25 a pop. Executive leadership bonuses. We have weekly team commissions, folks. You can earn up to $150 for every 4 and 2 combination of diamond packs down to infinity in your organization. So, for example, 4 people on your left, 2 people on your right, whether you sponsor them or not, that's $150. And it just keeps going and going and going. I'm getting calls, Mr. T, I got another $150, I got $300, I got $450, I got $600 coming. Where is this money coming from? Well, it's coming from the efforts that you started. You brought in your 2 people, one on your left and one on your right, and we have people who are signing up 10 people, 20 people. But once your team duplicates and go to work, that check just keeps on growing. Then we have the monthly residuals. You can earn up to $150,000 per month with that part of our comp plan. We have car bonuses, and this company definitely has the easiest car qualifying program in the country. All you need is 75 people on in your organization, and that's 25 people on your left and 50 on your right, paying $119 plus shipping and handling and tax, folks, and that qualifies you for a car bonus of $600 for a Mercedes, Tesla, or BMW of your choice. And no, you're not personally sponsoring all those people. That's people who sponsor people, and that just goes down to infinity. We have executive star bonuses up from a 1-star all the way up to 10-star free trips to Hawaii, you name it. Folks, you can flat out get paid with this compensation plan. What I want to do is encourage all of you brand new people who are on the line tonight to definitely get back with the person that invited you to this call, become a member of our team, and let's take it to the top. We'll have another call like this on Thursday, same time, same place. In the meantime, we have our morning calls at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're a member, definitely jump on those calls, motivational calls, great calls. And these calls right here, I encourage you, if you're not a part of a TTP, join the Show Me the Money calls as well. We have a product call with Pat and Cheryl and Melissa and some of the other North Carolina crew following this call at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Folks, I just want to thank you all for joining. I want to thank my hosts and my guests, Nikisha and Belva, for sharing what's on your heart tonight. And folks, again, if you're brand new, join our family, get back with the person, and if you're already a part of our team, let's take it up a couple notches, folks. This call is officially over. We'll see you all at the top. Take care and be blessed.